What's up, guys? It's VF Baller back with another video, and today I want to talk about some Georgia Southern football. First and foremost, before I get into that, thanks everybody who's been subscribing to the First and Frame Rates channel. You know, y'all are helping this channel grow. You guys are awesome, wanting to hear, about some Atlanta Falcons and Georgia Southern football. Also, I throw a little bit of game in there every now and then. You guys are great. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for subscribing, and I promise I'm gonna continue to put out the best content possible. All right, I'm just leaving Augusta, Georgia. I came down here and I got a couple of gripes, and then I'm gonna get into the meat of this video. There's no Georgia Southern apparel in Augusta, Georgia. It's very little. This is my second or third time coming out here trying to find some Georgia Southern apparel, and I can't find any. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go down to Statesboro, which is fine. I don't mind going to Statesboro, but I live right down the way from Augusta, and I would love to just pick up some and come back, because I know where I live, they don't have any at all. So I thought if I had crossed the border and came into Augusta, I'll find some. So that sucks. My other gripe is, it's way too many Georgia Bulldog stuff in the city of Augusta, Georgia. Not gonna get into that today, but I used to like the Bulldogs, but yeah, that ended really quick once I started attending Georgia Southern back in the day. All right, well, let's get into this video. Speaking of Georgia Southern, I ran into a few of Georgia Southern Eagles fans today. I ran into some fans and we were just chopping it up, talking some Georgia Southern football. It was all good. And they got a little bit of slander about Justin Tomlin. They're not sold on him all the way. They're scared about his injury, and they're actually kind of worried about the quarterback position in general, because James Graham is not with the team right now. I'm a little worried about it to an extent, but I know Justin Tomlin can play some ball. I know he's pretty good at playing football, and I think we'll be just fine with him. So there was a little debate about that. Well, Justin Tomlin helped us get some W's or whatever the case may be. The guys who I ran into are kind of saying that Justin Tomlin is going to, cause us to win maybe 5 or 6 games, and that's the ceiling for the team. First of all, the team's going to be fine because of the defense. I think the defense for Georgia Southern is going to be phenomenal. You got Derek Canteen. You got a slew of linebackers. You got C.J. Wright down there. You got Adcock. I think we're going to be fine. I think Adcock's still on the team. Yeah, I think he still is. We're going to be fine. Not worrying about that on the defense. I think we're going to be fine overall. The quarterback play, it may be in question a little bit, but I trust Justin Tomlin if he's going to be the guy up front. If James Graham's going to be there, I think it's going to be a slight upgrade. I think it's even better. But y'all guys have to understand, Justin Tomlin was there when we almost beat Minnesota. Now, we all know almost don't count. A couple of things didn't go our way, but he wasn't the reason why we lost that game. You look at Appalachian State. When he played against Appalachian State this past year, he wasn't the problem then. He just got hurt. And we know what happened once he got hurt. That was, abysmal at the quarterback play once Justin Tomlin went down. So, and there's other games that he's played, he's done fairly well. I think when we played against Army, we did pretty good then. He tried to come in and help and save the day. He was just thrown into the fire. But, I believe if he played the entire game, because I think either Shy Works were hurt, or he or something of that nature, and he ended up getting re-injured or something like that. I can't really remember, but Justin Tomlin does have the tools to lead this team. I mean, when we played Appalachian State last year, we would have blew them out. We were killing them in that game. We were up 14-0 or something like that. We were on our way. He hurt his ankle, and that was the end of it. But like I said, the guys were kind of worried about it, saying, well, Justin Tomlin is not 100% proven, and the Sun Belt has gotten better, and all this other stuff. What about Appalachian State? They got a quarterback that came from Duke, I think him from Duke or something like that. He transferred over to play. What's going to happen with that? Hey, don't worry about all that. The game is going to play. The game's going to play itself out. The quarterback, we're going to do what we do, even if Justin Tomlin don't play. I think we're going to be fine. The quarterback play has gotten a little bit better. I think we're going to be okay. Now, throwing the ball is going to be somewhat of an issue. I'm not a big fan of throwing the ball just yet because it's still kind of rusty. But we need to put that in our arsenal. We need to be able to throw the ball around. That's where, Justin Tomlin can throw the ball pretty well. It just need to be a little bit more on point. And I think that'll work itself out throughout practice and training camp. And once the season starts, I think we'll be okay. But for these guys to say that they're going to be a 4, 5, maybe 6 win team, I don't see it. I personally, I see it. I think we can get 9 wins. And we ended up going 8-5 last year. I think we'll get 9 wins. And I think that's going to be solely on the defense. The quarterback play is going to be okay. But I think the defense is just going to be so good that the offense should not be able to struggle. And the problem with the offense struggling last year is because of the fact that we really was just running the ball way too much. We didn't implement any balance to the passing game. The new offensive coordinator came in. We saw a little bit of kinks, a little bit of wrinkles in the offense, and it helped us out tremendously going down the stretch, especially when we end up winning the last few games. It worked out to our favor. Definitely in the bowl game, even though we ended up picking the ball off a lot, the offense did see a lot of a good bit of more of a balance. And that's what we'd like to see. So I don't know what these guys are talking about. I know there's a lot of fans out there a little bit pessimistic about their teams. That's just what happens. I know some Falcons fans that do that. And I know some guys in the Discord, they do that as well. They're a little pessimistic about the team. I personally think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to run at least 9 wins this year. And I haven't even looked at the schedule fully. But I think with this team, we're going to at least have 9 wins and probably get another bowl win. And with that being said, we might get 10 wins because I didn't even count the bowl game. So, Eagle Nation, you guys don't fret. I think most of these Eagle Nation, the guys I know on Twitter, they're really optimistic. They're looking forward. They think we're going to be fine. If anything, if I have my eyes set on anything, I think the BYU game is going to be a little shaky, but I think we'll be all right. I'm not worried about any of these teams. The only thing we need to do is play Eagle football. We play Georgia Southern football, we're going to win. Can't make any mistakes. We run the ball very well, balance it out with a little bit of passing. Defense do their job and definitely get a turnover or 2 on special teams. We'll be just fine. We're going to be fine. I ain't worried about that. So I think that's all I got to say about that, man. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope everything goes smooth, goes well for you guys. I will be bringing more content to you. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to let Eagle Nation know what I'm doing over here, share this video. And if you want to see much more of this content, subscribe to it. Man, hey, just thinking about it, I'm a little bit hype about Georgia Southern football. Even though it's still the spring, I'm ready for football to come back. And what these guys were talking about earlier today, the guys who I met, it kind of got me a little peeved about my team. So just along with the Falcons, I think the Falcons will get about 9 or 10 wins. I think Georgia Southern will get 9 or 10 wins. So I'll go back and see you guys next time. I'll be back with more content. You guys take it easy. You guys be blessed. All right, y'all. Peace.